About 6 years ago, we did something radical and we put Christmas in the hands of our children. Hi, I'm Faith, Mama 7, and today I'm going to share how we do Christmas different and the 5 lessons my children are actually learning during the Christmas season. And then I'm going to give you permission to return anything that you've already bought. So this was born out of just wanting to not bring more toys into our house, and that we kind of felt like our kids were feeling entitled to, I get this for Christmas, I get this for Christmas, me, me, me. And we decided we weren't gonna do that with our children. So what we did instead actually bloomed and blossomed into this thing that the kids actually look forward to every single year. And okay, the nitty-gritty of the gift exchange. So mom and dad are included in this most years, and then if we have a baby, which we do this year, and everyone gives him a small gift, whether it's like some utensils, maybe a small toy, maybe a new set of pajamas, and then that's kind of his gift. And then everyone's name goes into a hat, including mom and dad's, and then in this hat we do the budget, and dad and mom get to set the top budget, and then all the children get to choose another number. Maybe it's $12, maybe it's $35, maybe it's $75. Everyone chooses a name out of the hat, and as long as it's not your name, that's your person. And there have been years that the same people keep getting the same people, but it is what it is. And then we pull out the budget. So then we have our name and our budget, and then we all go and make a Christmas list. And the children know that this is a wish list. This is not the list that everyone is gonna check mark off and get everything you want. But when they give their list, we pack them up, and then everyone ends up with their person's list. They decide if they wanna get them anything. They kind of contemplate, hey, what is this person's hobbies right now? What do they like? What have they been asking for? And if it fits in the budget, they're allowed to get it there are a few caveats. We have done a couple years of 0 toys. This year, we're really trying to make sure we're not buying cheap stuff, if that makes sense. We're really encouraging the children to really know where the products are coming from. Like we bought a company called Green Toys is out of the US, and we bought a couple of those for the little boys. Just because we're conscious, we're trying to be smart, conscious consumers now. But anyway, back to the details. So everyone buys their gifts, and we have, mostly it's just been online. Sometimes it's store pickup. Sometimes we're just buying online because we can get the best deals. I use Rakuten for like cash back, so I do that a lot. If they do buy on Amazon, they buy on Amazon. And then it's so fun that the kids are like, when's my package coming? When's my package coming? It's just kind of easier than taking everyone out to the store. But we've done that too in groups. This year it was mostly online. So then everyone's like, when's my package coming? When's my package coming? Another great thing to do if you can buy from a small business or from like a person on Etsy or something, we have done that too. So packages come, and then we decide, when I get all the packages, I put the wrapping party on the calendar, and everyone decides like how they're gonna package their stuff. Sometimes we have big rolls of brown craft paper, which we actually got in some of our gifts already, and we've just collected it. And then they can stamp it, or they can color it, or handwrite Merry Christmas and decorate it. That craft paper is actually the most favorite of all wrapping paper. Sometimes I buy double-sided wrapping paper from Costco, or we go and pick out some special wrapping paper. And then we put ribbons and bows and everything. So if I need some lists, I go out and make sure that shopping is done before our wrapping party. And then we turn on Christmas music. Sometimes we do hot chocolate, and then everyone goes, usually they have a buddy to help them if they need, and go to separate rooms in the house, and then they wrap their gifts. And when everyone's gifts are wrapped, then we place them under the tree. And then they spend the next, 2 weeks deciding like, ooh, that's a small gift, like what's in there? So the whole thing is anticipation of Christmas. But that's how we do the gift exchange. So now I'm gonna talk about the 5 lessons that I realize that my children have really learned over doing this the last half a dozen years. And as the children get older, they're only learning and understanding a little bit more. But it's a great thing that we've done. It's done for our children. Okay, the first lesson is the gift of giving. So it's not about me when Christmas time comes around for us. It's about really thinking about your person and what they likes and dislikes and what would make them happy, and trying to think about other people than just yourself. And on the other hand, it's also a hard lesson sometimes to learn, but it is receiving. Sometimes the gift person is so excited to give their gift, but the person receiving it is not so excited. And it's kind of been a little bit of a heart issue that we have to kind of work through with, they were so excited, but that person was bummed. But they also, on the flip side, had learned to receive graciously, even though they got something they didn't necessarily love. So that can be a tricky one to learn, but I think it's a necessary one to learn when they're children. Third lesson is to budget. Now, my older kids, it's a real life example of taxes and shipping cost and buying something full price versus on sale, and how to stretch your money, and how if you have a $50 budget, you could buy one nicer gift or you can buy 5 smaller gifts. So they're understanding concepts of money in a real life situation. And then for my younger kids, like my 7-year-old, is understanding addition and subtraction, so they can still understand how the math concept works. If you have $50 and you spent 12, how much do you have left? And then a caveat to that, when we have littler kids like our 5-year-old and our 2-year-old, we kind of get an idea what they want to give their person, and then we kind of give them a couple options based on the budget and kind of a little bit of influence with them, because it can be tricky when they're 2, and you have to remind them that, hey, this isn't for you, this is for your brother. So there's that. Fourth lesson is having joy for the season, because it kind of like giving the gift and then the wrapping party and waiting for the anticipation of their gifts to arrive and then seeing all the gifts under the tree. It's just the whole, like, that joy just builds up through the month, so they really understand the joy of the season, and then they can correlate with, if you're a Christian, Jesus being born and the gifts that he got after he was born. The fifth lesson is care and thoughtfulness. They really do take pride from wrapping their own gifts and how they chose everything and how excited they are. Just the whole. So the gift exchange is mostly how we do Christmas. Sometimes we do a family gift. We have done in the past, we bought everyone hiking boots and hiking backpacks one year. We did Yetis with their initials on it one year. Or like this year, mom and dad are giving them a gift along with the gift exchange instead of doing a family gift. But based on you and your family, you can choose how you want to do it. If you only want to do the gift exchange, we've done that years and it's wonderful. So I hope you had some good ideas. I hope you try this with your children. As a large family, it just gives another level of bonding for our family, I feel like. So I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.